The rengstorff House, Mountain View's mansion on the meadow, was built in 1867, which is also the city's oldest house. Built from lumber felled from Mr. Rengstorff's 1,200 acres in the highlands of San Mateo County, the house is one of the finer examples of Victorian Italian architecture on the West Coast. One of the characteristics of that style is the Widow's Walk, a platform on the roof of a house dating back to colonial times, so named because many a whaler's wife trod the boards watching to the horizon for a vessel that never returned. At age 21, Henry Rengstorff came from Germany on a 6-month voyage all the way to San Francisco Harbor in 1850.
He started out with no money at all, and he eventually became quite prosperous. He raised hay and grain, and he was a good businessman. And he also had a landing on San Francisco Bay, and he stored the hay and the grain for the local farmers, and then he sold it. He would sail off on his boat to Oakland and San Francisco or wherever to sell it.
Over the years, additional acquisitions followed until his property stretched across 2 counties from Creekside to Bayside to Hillside. And at the time of his death, he owned over 2,000 acres of farm in timberland and was reputed to be quite wealthy. In 1871, Rengstorff donated land adjacent to his house for the building of the Wissman School, a 1-room schoolhouse where he served on the school board. The school, eventually twice rebuilt and expanded, lasted 90 years on the site. The grand old gentleman, as he came to be known, one of the most prominent cities of Mountain View, died in 1906 at the age of 77. Mrs. Rengstorff passed on in 1919 at 92. The properties were divided among the children, and their daughter Elise, a graduate of Mills College, inherited the house and its 164 acres. This timeline of events pertains to Henry Rengstorff, the Rengstorff House, and the development of Mountain View.
To visit the rengstorff House, you can visit from 11 to 5 every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday.
5 years ago, Gloria Young, founder and director of Ghost Trackers, a noted Bay Area association, along with her assistant, a newspaper reporter, and the reporter's photographer. With permission, they conducted an investigation. Gloria Ghost Tracker stood at the front door with the parlor behind her assistant. Then she saw the lights flicker. In addition to the spooky flickering lights, she felt a significant change in temperature. During this parlor conversation, Gloria was standing on the site where the Rengstorff's daughter, Helena, got married in 1889 and where her coffin lay in 1902. The crying child reports have never been identified. It can be imagined that it was little Charlie, the only one of the 7 Rengstorff children to die at a young age of 5.